Yes, I can say well done, guys. Well fought game. Get many opportunity, haven't take it. Thank you guys for tuning in to your boy GST Goblin. It's a stressful day. It's one of those days. What can I say? It's one of those days, man. One of those days. One of those days. Think I can say the guys give it all, right? So unfortunately, we didn't take some of those opportunity that we get. Gallagher, 3, didn't take, and Cook, 1, didn't take it. And the list goes on and on. Sterling, Palmer. But this can even make us or break us. You know? Yeah, so this can help us to push on. I know we can do it, or we can break all these young players. Which one it will be. I don't know. We don't know. Just hope for the best. I hope that this doesn't lead us backwards. It only motivate us to go forward. Yeah, it's another stressful day in the office. A really stressful day. Oh, congratulations to Liverpool. They've been a good team for the whole entire season. So, congratulations to them. As I said, David against Goliath. I can say they're one of the best teams this season. So, congratulations to Liverpool, but well fought game to Chelsea. So unfortunately that in the last 2 minutes of the game we could really concede. So it's one of those things. What can I say? It hurt, and it hurt a lot. I think we finally would have left something. You know, I guess it's not over time.
Goalkeeper Keller, he made 2 or 3 really big saves.
I guess Klopp is leaving England with a trophy. I guess he's leaving England with a trophy, guys. But the main thing, if you don't leave England with the Premier League, you know, it's still a failure for me. So I can't believe we couldn't cross the line. Well, when you have a world class player, that's part of it. Van Dijk, I guess he lead his team to glory land. I'm just disappointed for the young players. That at least this would motivate them to push them on. But they did try. They did give everything. To really reach a final after everyone write us off for the whole entire season. No one, I can guarantee you, no one thought that we would reach the final, but we did. So congratulations to the players. They did grow, especially in the second half of the season. They started to show some togetherness, started to show some momentum, and they put on a good game today against Liverpool. Last week they put on another good game against Man City. So that showed me that this team can perform, or this team can go up against the big teams. Just the small teams we need to take care of, and we can say we're back in business. Because once we start to take care of those little small teams, you know, uh, we can always climb the table. So this should be a motivation for the young players. You know, to know that they can do it. You know, I wouldn't take this as a disappointment. I would take this as a stepping stone. You know, it would be good if they did lift it, but you know, congratulations to Liverpool once again. You know, I'm not gonna say they were the better team because we pull out a lot of opportunity too. So both teams got a lot of opportunity. You know, both both team both team did stand a chance. So okay, Notorious Stash, I see you. Congratulations. Congratulations on your victory. I'm gonna hope you can go on and win the Premier League and stop Manchester City. Because if not, it's a failure. So make sure you continue the journey and take the big prize, and the big prize is the English Premier League. You know, I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be biased. You know, the game was stressful. Yeah, it was a long game. Yeah, I like how these young players, you know, they've been doing. You know, they go around and clapping the fans. They should be proud of themselves, to be quite honest. They should. I don't think they should be disappointed because nobody thought they were gonna reach to the final and especially compete with Liverpool. You know, no one thought we would compete, and honestly, we did compete. So bring it to extra time, almost penalty. So that to show you, you know, Petrovic earned his respect today. You know, a lot of people saying that he's not good enough for Chelsea. Like that man proved that he can do something for us. So you know, put some respect on the man's name. You know, because he put on an excellent performance. Both goalkeeper. You know, I'm not taking away nothing from Liverpool goalkeeper. Like both goalkeeper put on an excellent performance. You know, it's just one of those days. You know, one team that have to go home as the champion. You know, the both team miss a lot of opportunity, and it's just the best man win. Congratulations to Van Dijk. You know, this is what I only thing I was worried about with Liverpool, to be quite honest, with these corners and all of these, because you know Chelsea we normally concede, you know, in those manner, but watching the boys climbing the step right now, you know, I'm really proud. I can clap them while they go up the step to collect their medals because they did put in a good performance. You know, there's not there's no shame in what they bring today. To be quite honest, you know they deserve all their little credit. I know a lot of the headline gonna read that Chelsea lost to Liverpool in the final, but I can say the team put on a good performance. You know, let it Wednesday against Leeds United. You know, let it rain again. See if we can reach another final. Yeah, they fight. You know, a lot of people expect Liverpool to walk over us, but you know these young players they prove you know that they can gel together and build a solid foundation. You know, let it continue for these young players. You know, nothing to be disappointed about. Clap. I have to give him a hand too because he did It did put on a fight, and not only put on a fight. He's leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. At least he can say they leave with a trophy. And he bring a lot to the Premier League, to be quite honest, because if it wasn't for him challenging Man City for the last couple of years, who would have known what happened in the Premier League? So I'm really proud of him, what he accomplished in Liverpool. He he did he did, to be honest, put on a fight. So congratulations to Klopp, and congratulations to all the Liverpool fans. But watching my team collecting their medal, that to show me that about 200 team enter, or 100 and something team enter the League Cup, and we finished second. So for me, that's a plus, for everyone to say it's the worst team right now in England. So congratulations. I can say that we make the coach making a mistake, or if it did go to penalty, if we will stand a chance, 100% chance. But as I said, the best team won. At the end of the day, not really say the best team, the team that really wanted the most, you know, get a grab of it. So then again, we can say that Chelsea really need a striker. You know, we do need a striker, definitely. We need a finisher. As I said on my show yesterday, it doesn't matter if it's a 10 million, a 2 million, a 1 million, 100,000 player. Like, we definitely need someone to put the ball in the back of the net. That's the only thing that Chelsea need right now, to be honest, is someone to put the ball in the back of the net. Once we find a lethal finisher, this team gonna go a long way. To be honest, it's young. It got a whole lot of potential. It just need someone to put the ball in the back of the net. Yeah, congratulations to Liverpool once again, as they went up to collect their trophies and their medal. That's why I can have nothing against Liverpool, because, as I said, if it wasn't for them, probably Manchester City would have been dominating England and turn it into a farmers league. So can't complain too much. Someone have to challenge them, and that's what Liverpool did. They did challenge. So mhm. Sorry guys, I have to put my headphone in because I can't hear nothing what they're saying. I need to hear what they're saying. Well deserved, Van Dyke. He deserved the man. Well deserved man of the match. But there you have it, guys. Liverpool won, Chelsea nil. Liverpool, the the League Cup champions. Chelsea finished second. So congratulations to both teams. Very disappointed, but both teams did perform. Chelsea fall short again with a close offside call, like the last time we faced Liverpool. Just one of those days. But I hope this Chelsea team feel the hunger of climbing those stairs and let it continue. Hopefully we can push on and go another step further in the FA Cup on Wednesday and see if we can make it to the final again and see if we can at least bring that trophy home. But all the young players, I just hope that you guys take this as a positive, and not a negative, because no one expect you guys to do it, and you guys went to the final. So and give Liverpool a game, and plus you give Man City a game last week too. So it's something to be proud of. There's nothing wrong for a team that's not together for that long, and go to the final. So there's a lot of positive we can take out of this. It would have been better if we won, but the bad part about this, like, it's the only team to go to six final and lost. So that's the bad part about it. That's six finals in a row we lost. After we won about six in a row, we lost six in a row. So that will show you we're making it to the finals. We're just not crossing the line these days. Wembley used to be our home. So I don't know what's wrong. So I'm not gonna say Liverpool was the best team, to be quite honest, because we get a lot of chance, a lot of chance. I don't know why they got Modric being marking Van Dijk. Yeah, you're 100% correct. The Liverpool team that come out in the last, that was a lot of young players that they put on the field. So you're correct. You know, but as I'm saying, like, we need to build on this. If we can build on this, it would be good for us. I'm just want the young players to take this as a positive. If they can take this as a positive, it'll be good. Yeah, he was playing, but he wasn't dominant like what we don't want him to be quite honest. He wasn't dominating the midfield like we expect him to. That's what I was saying. Like, I hope they take this as a positive and go on. But for me right now, if Pochettino don't start to put these type of performance inside the league against the small teams, where we stand a chance. I don't like to see they celebrate, but what can I do about it? Enzo was playing, but he wasn't controlling the midfield, to be honest, like what we expect from him. Yeah, he disappeared. Enzo disappeared in the game today, to be quite honest. And one thing I like what Van Dijk did, Van Dijk lead his team, so he led his team well. When you expect a Enzo to step up, he didn't. So that's one of the main thing. Like, we expect Enzo to step up and control that middle of the park, especially with those midfield that Liverpool got today. We expect to control the midfield. Gallagher get like three clear chances and just didn't put them away. Those are some of the problem we got. Like, we definitely need a goal scorer. I keep on saying this. It doesn't matter if the striker is for 100,000 or $1 million. We just need someone to put the ball in the back of the net. Like, if we can get someone to put the ball in the back of the net, we're gonna continue to fall short. So we need someone to put the ball in the back of the net. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, to be quite honest, how much that player costs, because the price is not the problem for me. Because a lot of people saying Osimhen, I don't care about Osimhen or whosoever. I just need someone to put the ball in the back of the net. Doesn't matter who we got, because if you're gonna sit there and you're gonna compare and compete, like, you're gonna have a headache. To be honest, we just need someone to finish. And that's what this team is lacking right now. Like, the finishing is a problem. Like, we have no finisher. How many chances we get and we just couldn't we hit it on the keeper. Like, all the chances we get, we put them on the keeper. Make the keeper seems like he's a world class. He didn't have to stretch for none of those at all. Like, he did not. Like, all of the ball go close to him where he can just stretch your hands out. Petrovic was stretching out for most of the chances that Liverpool had, and all of our shots is so close to the keeper, where he put on some good saves. But it's very see Liverpool right now is singing their walk of, and especially in London, they're singing their song right now. That to show you, man, like, we should have turned London in blue today. We still fall short. But you know what I can't understand? With Raheem Sterling. If Raheem Sterling start a game and he perform good, don't start him the next game because he won't perform. To be quite honest. Now Liverpool is singing "Never Walk Alone" in London. That's hurt, man. But fair play, man. Congratulations, Liverpool. Fair play. It's a really tough one to take today. Really, really tough one to take. I'm here. You know, I think there's a lot of things that we could have done with that late change and with Shalaba come on and Gusto switch. Is that the problem? Not looking at an excuse, but the defense line, man, you don't change your defense line, especially when they already have a momentum. I know Ben Chilwell was on a yellow card, but you should trust in your skipper, to lead by example and hold his balance. Sterling is just a player, man. Is just unfortunate. To be honest, he's not consistent as a player, as a senior figure too. Just not consistent. But at the end of the day, we lost as a team because just like if you win as a team. So, but we lost as a team. So it's not bad because we lost as a team. No, I'm good. I'll pass. Yeah, I still have to try to take this the deep down this game. To be honest, I guess Liverpool come from Merseyside and take over London. Now we're gonna have to turn to the Premier League, and start at least start to climb the table because that's what we need right now. We need to start to climb the table. We need to perform in the league right now. Like we can't make it to the final and don't start to perform. So we need to start to perform. To be honest, Notorious Stash, congratulations again. You guys did it. Probably this has been that last season too, and Klopp. So I hope you don't have to go through a rebuild like Chelsea. It's hard to take, man. Six finals in a row, no trophy. And I heard a lot of people say they need Thomas Tuchel back. Like, what are you gonna do with Thomas Tuchel? To be quite honest, like, what are you gonna do with Thomas Tuchel? Thomas Tuchel never won no trophy in England. He won us the Champions League, the Club World Cup outside of England. He never win nothing in England. So where are you gonna go back with Thomas Tuchel to do? Like, would he prove that he can win a trophy in England? Never. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing gonna be all right. Don't worry, Chelsea fans. Everything gonna be all right. I guess we're gonna it's gonna either make us or break us. The next couple of games that we got, we need to take our frustration out on everything that's in front of us. Starting by Leeds United Wednesday. We need to dominate Leeds and go to the quarterfinal. And whosoever come on the weekend, we need to take them apart. As they just playing that Bob Marley in the background, don't worry about a thing. Pochettino still haven't crossed the line in England yet. He still haven't won a trophy. Don't worry. Yeah, I haven't seen no Chelsea player back in the picture for a minute now. I guess they went to the dressing room to cry. But I don't need no fans to come out though and bash these players though because they give everything on the field today. You know, they didn't lay down and get walk over. They put in a performance. I know it's hard to take, but it's hard to be watching Liverpool winning at Wembley again, and we still turned up with nothing. I don't know how it comes. Are we're that not lucky? Mo Salah. Yeah, a game even played today in the Premier League. I think we still even got one more game left to play today too in the Premier League. I think if I'm not lying, I think West Ham United gonna play today too. West Ham United gonna play their Premier League game today too. But it's a hard one to take, guys. Congratulations again to Liverpool. Well fought to the young players. And some of these players that we expect to step up today didn't step up. So we need a finisher. If we don't get a finisher, we're gonna be in the same place probably next season. So we need someone to put the ball in the back of the net. Without we find a clinical striker, we're gonna have this problem next season. So we're gonna be over and over. So we need to get a striker at the season close. That's the first thing we need to go to in the market, and don't wait until the last minute. We definitely gonna have to get us a striker right away. To be quite honest, that the sooner is the better. So we need a striker to at least come in before preseason and gel in preseason with the group. This team can go places. Hopefully Lavia come back without any injury and can at least fill in. But we need to do business early. If we're gonna wait until the last minute to do business, we're gonna have another problem. Like anyone we're gonna get need to come in to do preseason. And we need our players, all of our players, to really come and start preseason. So if it was even me, like me today, honestly, I wouldn't even thinking about using Reece James anytime soon because I know they said he started his recovery and his training, but I will. Malagusto is doing well at this point in time. I know he want to make it to the Euros because he missed the World Cup, but I wouldn't rest him at this point in time. Like we have to be careful right now in everything that we're gonna do, especially if we want to build a squad and a fit squad. So we're gonna have to take our time and our patience with even Reece James and even Lavia. Like it doesn't make no sense we force all these players to come back before time. To be honest, now is the time for us to get all these players fit so we can at least have our best 11. Because if it was Reese on the right today and Gusto on the left, it would have give Liverpool a little more fight. But we're gonna have to start to trust some of these players because probably if we did even start on Nkunku with even a Sterling on the right, and probably a Gallagher off, or it probably would have stand a chance to score a goal because Nkunku seems like he play better when he starts. We haven't been looking good when he come off the bench recently. As I said, I expect Enzo to dominate that midfield today with that with Savaslad not in the midfield and Liverpool short some players right there, and we still couldn't take the chances. So there we go, Chelsea battle of final again. That's six final loss in a row. That's six finals we lost in a row. That's history. No team ever lost six finals in a row, and that's the sixth final now we lost in a row. You know, I I don't know what to say. If we're gonna ever stand a chance to reach a final again, only God He knows. We this young team need a lot of time to grow and gel. I'm a little bit disappointed, because honestly, I thought we would have crossed that bridge. I thought today was the day. I was confident. I was fully confident today. Mhm. I guess there we go again. Another final loss. I'm trying to see if any news gonna pop up. If we, I see a lot of transfer news being popping up, but transfer news ain't gonna help us right now. To be quite honest, we need to close. We need to close the season strong. So as from now, for the next 12 games, I think we got what 12 games. If I'm not lying, I think we got about 12 to 13 games left. Like we need at least 10 wins out of those, or nine wins. Like we need to start climbing that table. That the main thing is now is to focus on the league and see where we can go from there. Pochettino, I don't know if he's a winning coach, to be quite honest. But I wouldn't fire him right now, to be quite honest. I will wait until the end of the season and see where we're gonna finish. If we regress from right here, then we can say, yeah. But let us see if we're gonna progress. Let us see what the team gonna go from here because last two games we did compete. So let us see if we can compete and at least finish in the top six. So we definitely have to move on right now. We have to push for at least sixth place or at least finish fifth. Like we can do it. So we have to push. We're gonna have to start to pass the teams ahead of us. So right now, that's the main goal right now. It's for Chelsea right now to really push on and see if we can at least get some points on the board and climb that table. We need to start put a gap between us and the rest. If we can put a gap between us and the rest, like we're gonna have some major problems. Like we need to put a gap between us and the rest. But it's hard for me today to bash the team, to be honest. Which that's what I really want to talk how I feel. But you know what? Funny, the Manchester City fans, man, the fake fan, the Manchester City fan. Chelsea played good in the 90 minutes. I'm seeing this where they're saying like Chelsea did play good in the 90 minutes. They just didn't take. Yeah, I want to sack Punch right now. Yeah, Punch the director out. Like definitely. Honestly, like which we should consider. That at the end of the season we should consider if they don't really get the business done early, at least a striker. I would say like the directors and everyone have to go. You know, have to. And then the goal that score, is a repeat of the first one that disallowed, and the same thing again. So I don't know what they were thinking. That was some naive defending, to be quite honest. Because if you know that Van Dijk is that good in the air and you keep on making those silly mistakes, it's tough to take. But I guess congratulations. You know, you guys deserve it because you guys take your opportunity. So congratulations to you guys live to Liverpool. Really, really congratulations to you guys. No grudge. I just have to take it on the chin and move on and hope that we can get it right and hope this don't let the team go backwards. We just go forwards. Yeah, he that change that Pochettino made though. I think he shouldn't take off. I think he shouldn't take off Ben Chilwell when he did because Ben Chilwell was holding his own. To be quite honest, but what can we say about it? Liverpool needed the most, and Van Dijk, as I said, like is a repeat header. He did the same header, and he come back and did the same header again, the same way, similar. Like the only difference is the ball come from the left the first time, and this one the ball it came from the right. So in the extra time, in that way, like how you don't adjust yourself to it. Like you get away with the first one, and you repeat the same thing again and again. Like garden, that's some kindergarten defending right there. To be quite honest, after you put in that hard, well fought, and then you go and make that silly mistake again. That's some kindergarten mistake, but hopefully they can learn from it. You know, I just looking to see if he's gonna stick with this same defense because this defense line need to build some experience. You know, so hopefully we can learn from it and build because Malo Gusto look like he's a player for the future. To be quite honest, if if but Liverpool got some good young players though. I saw them bring on some young players that look like Liverpool is set for the future, just like Chelsea. But all those players come from their academies. But I think the mistake though, I was looking for Nkuku to start in that number 10 and Cole Palmer on the right and Jackson up front, and even Sterling or Modric because Liverpool play eye line and you need like someone with speed to at least pin them back. So I think he would have twist his tactics a little bit, to keep Liverpool back, to be quite honest, but he didn't. So I I don't think this manager is a winning manager. I just think this manager is a manager to build a project and then move on. To be quite honest, because he can build a team, but for these young players, we're gonna need someone to at least take them across the line. See, a lot of people been bashing Gallagher. Like I don't bash players, man. Gallagher, he do what he can do. Gallagher is not a world class player. He's not a generation talent, but he gonna give you some games. He gonna put in the work, and that's what you need. But in a final like this, with Liverpool be missing so many key players, I think he should have started Nkuku right there. To be quite honest, that's the only thing I would say I would blame the coach for. I think he made that change too late with Gallagher out of that team. I think Christopher Nkuku should have been in that team to at least give Liverpool a little bit of problem. To be quite honest, I think Enzo and Caicedo could have hold their own in it. To be quite honest, because everyone is talking about Gallagher. Let's talk about Gallagher a little bit. You know, on paper, we got more technical players, right? We got the Enzo and the Caicedo, but Gallagher, for be honest, all season long he's been performing. I know he's not better than both, as what a lot of people might say, but at the end of the day, like he's one of our best performing players all season. You know, take the biasness away and put it aside. Like if we really think about it, like Kenny Gallagher is one of the players that been performing all season. These players that we're talking about or we're looking to to say they are the more technical players or they should be in the squad, they're not performing. And Gallagher is performing. So when the season started, like Gallagher was one of our better performers. For the whole entire season, he'd been performing. So not cannot take anything away from him. To be quite honest, like we can't. Like I can't take nothing away from Gallagher this season because when we need him most of the time, he step up. He missed a lot of those chances. Like would I start him today in the final? No, I wouldn't start him today. I would start Christopher Nkuku because Liverpool expect us to start him. To be quite honest, Every team expect us to start Gallagher. And sometimes as a coach, you have to think outside of the box. That's not Gallagher's fault. He didn't start himself. But for me, I would have dropped him on the bench today. You know, I would have dropped him off the bench today, honestly, because it's a final. Liverpool ain't gonna come out gun blazing like they normally do. So I would have dropped Gallagher on the bench, and I would have started Christopher Nkunku with Jackson and even Sterling. Sterling would give you a lot of running and whatever. So and Palmer. So I would have started those four main players in the attack, to be honest, to see if they can take Liverpool apart. That would be my start because it's a final. Like you have to go for it. Then in the second half, if you nick a goal or so, then you bring Gallagher on to close out the game. But a lot of teams they expect us to start Gallagher with his pressing to press their defense line. So they're gonna find a way out to press around him. Not saying that Liverpool did, but I'm just saying like overall like we're missing something, and you can't be blaming Gallagher because right now everyone been on there about Gallagher. Like, come on, Gallagher is just one person. Gallagher is not the real blame for whatever happened today. I just think that the coach shouldn't start him because you start him in every big game against all the big teams. Man City team gonna figure it out and figure it out how we try to use him to press. So I just think that as a final, like a little surprise would be good. To be quite honest, if you go for an Nkuku in that number 10, something different. Something different would have been good for us if we could have go for a Christopher Nkuku in the number 10 and a Palmer on the left. I think that would be a little bit more creative and give Liverpool a little more thing to think about. Because we all know that Gallagher gonna just press, but then Nkuku, it's a surprise package. Something he would have bring something different. For me, that's how I see it. But I'm not taking nothing away from Liverpool because, as I said, they did what they have to do. And that's fine in the back of the net. Doesn't matter how late it is or how they did it. But we couldn't find the back of the net with all of those chances. I know Gallagher get like 3 to 4 chances. If it was Nkuku get some of those, I know one or two of them would have been in the back of the net. But not saying Gallagher should be sold or Gallagher's not a good player for Chelsea. But sometimes you have to pick your battle. There's some games that Gallagher gonna be perfect for, and there's just some games that you're gonna have to use another player. Just like as I said, it's a final. When you're playing a final, you have to go into a final to win. So I just think the coach should have been a little bit brave enough, to try to go for it from early. Because that's what you do in a final. You try to go for it as early as possible. But you go with caution. You don't go all gun blazing, but you try to go for it. So I just think that's the big mistake. Like we lay back a little bit too much when we should have been going for it. That's what I see in the first half, but not to say we play a bad game because we didn't play a bad game. We just need a finisher, and I'm not gonna stop saying that we need a finisher. It doesn't have to be $100 million player. It doesn't have to be 20 million, 30 million. It can be even 100,000 dollars player. Like doesn't matter what. We just need a finisher. Even if you have to pick someone off the roadside, as long as he can put the ball in the back of the net, that's what we need. Like a finisher in this team for Chelsea would be a major because we've been missing a lot of chances. We just need a finisher. Once we get a finisher, then I can judge the whole entire thing. And if we don't get a striker early out in the summer, like I'm gonna call it as a failed summer window too. And then I will see that we probably don't even trying to go nowhere because we have to get in a striker as early as possible. Because that's what we need. We just need that little bit of luck to find a finisher. It's been a while since I think that what catch us, and a lot of people have been talking about Thomas Tuchel. I don't rate Thomas Tuchel because when Tommy Abraham was on fire, He was scoring goals. It was Chelsea. He didn't like him. He didn't like Tommy Abraham. To get rid of Tommy Abraham. And still today, Tommy Abraham scored 15 goals for us in that season. He still be the highest goal scorer since Diego Costa. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like we just need a finisher. Thomas Tuchel never win nothing in England. Never win a trophy on England soil. And people been saying they need back Thomas Tuchel. I don't need Thomas Tuchel nowhere near this team, to be quite honest. You win me the Champions League. Thank you. Appreciate it. And Lampard give us half of that. Halfway. Lampard bring the team halfway that season, and you take it across the line. Thank you. So what Thomas Tuchel ever do for us in England? He never even challenged. He never even challenged for the Premier League in his tenure at Chelsea. And everyone is saying, oh, I love Thomas Tuchel. What Thomas Tuchel do for Chelsea? He going halfway when Lampard take us halfway the journey, and he finished the journey. Then he go on and he win the Super Cup. Then he go on and win the African the Club World Cup. That's all Thomas Tuchel did. So I don't want nobody to message me on X and telling me about Thomas Tuchel. Like Thomas Tuchel is nowhere close to my team, man. So don't be messaging me and telling me about Thomas Tuchel, because he never win nothing in England. He never even challenged for the Premier League title in England. Klopp is the only manager that's been challenging Man City for the last how many years. So don't come and tell me nothing about Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel doesn't prove to me that he's better than Poch right now in England. Poch haven't won a trophy in England. That's fine. You know, but Tuchel never win nothing in England either. So both of them, put them together, they don't make one. So if you put both Thomas Tuchel and Poch together, they don't give you one. So why would I worry about Thomas Tuchel? Or why would I want back Thomas Tuchel? Thomas Tuchel can go sit, because he never do nothing for Chelsea in England. He never. The only thing he do in England is challenge for the top four. That's all he do when he's here. Is challenge for the top four. So he doesn't show me that he's better than no way better than Pochettino, because they both do the same thing. Pochettino can say he challenged for a title in England. He can say that he challenged for a title in England. He can say he reached Cup Final in England, just like so they both are the same. The only difference is Pochettino did challenge that here when Chelsea stopped him. If it wasn't for Eden Hazard, he would have been a Premier League champion. But thanks to Chelsea is the one that clamped them and take away their dreams. It would have just been like Liverpool, when Liverpool was pushing for, when Chelsea with Gerrard slipped, when everyone think that Liverpool was going to win it. Chelsea did take it away from them. So there's no one can come over here and keep on telling me about Thomas Tuchel, man. Thomas Tuchel can go away. Like he's no better than Pochettino. They're both the same. Get me a different manager. Get me someone different. That's all I'm saying, is get me someone different. Pochettino is coward as a manager, yes. We can say that. Yeah, he's coward as a manager. Because as I said, he should have at least used Christopher Nkunku in the number 10 today and use Gallagher as a super sub with his energy to come and close the game out. And that's what you do in a final. You try to go for it in a final. Because any way you take it is a win or lose game. Like someone have to win. So you have to be brave enough to go for it. And that's the only part I will blame the coach today. Because he wasn't brave enough to go for it. He should have a little bit brave. You know, he should have brave to go for it. But he didn't. Right? But my WhatsApp group been banging off about Tuchel, Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel lose to Klopp 2 in the final. 2 finals too. The FA Cup final in one season, and the League Cup final. Won nothing in England. He still haven't won nothing in England. It's never. He win us the Champions League. Yeah, he win us the Club World Cup. and he won us the Super Cup. That's the only title that he won. And none of those was in England. The Champions League is a Champions League. So I appreciate that you'll win us our second Champions League. I appreciate it to win us the Super Cup. And I appreciate it to win us the Club World Cup. But you never challenge in England. And I'm going to keep on repeating until you guys get it. Stop telling me about Thomas Tuchel, because Thomas Tuchel is no better than Pochettino. Put them both together, you still can't get one. But as I said, each are a little bit brave today. That's all. Gusto is a world-class player. That I can say. If he's not a world-class player now, he's going to be one. Because this kid got a lot of potential. And this kid proved that he, both defensively and attackingly, he can hold his own. You just hope that we don't overuse him. But these young players, like, definitely prove. And sorry, Madueke and Mudryk, seems like they're not Chelsea level at this point in time. Like, it seems like they're not Chelsea level. So we're gonna have to find another way out. Like, we can depend on those two players right now. To be quite honest, we're gonna have to find someone to help Cole Palmer out. We're gonna have to find a way to fit Christopher Nkunku right now into that team. With Sterling, he's not consistent. So right there, we still got problems. Palmer played good today. He put 3 balls in the box. To be quite honest, I don't care if people said he don't play good, but for me, he put 3 passes in that box that should have been in the back of the net. He did his part. He's there to create, and he did create, but no one take the chances. For me, Cole Palmer plays part. He was all over the place. He was there defending. He was there on the attack. I'm not saying that he had the greatest game ever, but he did put in a performance. Yeah, he was putting in pass. Look at that pass that he gave Gallagher when he split the whole entire Liverpool line. Like, he split them wide open with one pass. He can make that pass and then reach over there to go on the end of it. He did what he got to do. I wish he was 2-person where he could have visioned that pass and then put himself over there to finish it. But Gallagher just shouldn't start today. That's just my opinion. If you think differently, you can say it in the comment section. But for me, Gallagher, I just say Christopher Nkunku should have started there. The game against City, for me, that was a good game for Gallagher because he did what he got to do. But today wasn't the game, Poch. Poch should have been brave. Today was the game that Pochettino should have been braver. Like, you don't worry about losing final because someone have to lose and someone has to win. That's just my take on a final. On a final, you don't worry about if you lose the final. On a final, you go for it. You try to make sure you try to go up first and then you close it out. That's how you play a final. But I'm just gonna say well done, guys, because I start off where I'll give you guys all the props, but what a frustrating day, man. What a day. Yeah, all those chances, man. I once we were getting those chances, I know we weren't gonna score. To be quite honest, man. But I thought, in deep down inside, I know if we go to penalty, we stand a chance. Honestly, if we go to penalty, because I was started looking on all the players on the pitch. To be quite honest, I was praying that the game should finish right now because if we go to penalty, I know I stand a chance to get it. But too bad, man. Too bad we couldn't make it count. You know how we defend so poorly against Van Dijk after he made that masterclass header a couple of hours before. Like what we were thinking. These young players, man. These young players. Disasi today, he got a 50-50 game. Defensively, he was good, but on the ball, he were poor. Like his passing, he keep on losing the ball poorly in the defensive line. That was like a big nerve wracking for me when I saw Disasi got the ball at his feet. To be quite honest, it seems like he couldn't get it out of his feet properly. But overall, like you can see they're building something. Me too, bro. Me too. I was here, man. I was here. I was lost for words. But it's one thing I can talk about though. I think we should build from this. If Pochettino can build from this till the end of the season, then I would really thankful because honestly, all week long I was sick and out, and I was like, I'm getting better, and I need this win to even make it to me, even to make it put the cherry on that pie. But we fall short in the last minute. But it's hurtful though, man. It's hurtful. But I just think our coach wasn't brave enough. He wasn't. That's the only downfall I see of him today. Like he wasn't brave enough. Because in every final that you play, you have to go for it. You cannot go into a final and don't go for it. You have to go for it to try to win the game, especially in the first half. You have to, once you get the first goal in a final, it gives you a miracle advantage. And that's where I think we fall short. I think that when you use a Gallagher in there today, you should have started Christopher Nkunku. Because when Liverpool sees so many attacking players, they're going to be careful because it's a final. They know that Christopher Nkunku is a deadly finisher. So they're going to have to think twice. But I think he played right into Liverpool ends, to be quite honest. We do get the advantage with some of Liverpool players injured, but I just think that we fall short because we weren't brave enough. The manager wasn't brave enough. That's where we fall short, and that's the thing I'm keep on saying. Like in a final, you have to be brave. You cannot have fear because once you have fear, you give your opponent all the advantage. Yeah, we still have the FA Cup, but this one it was here before the FA Cup. So this one was the one that I really want to take, to be quite honest, and then move on from this to the next one. But this is a lesson though that we should learn. Like in a final, you have to be brave. You have to be brave in a final. When I was supposed to play, like every final that I'm gonna play in, they always tell me, man, don't worry about nothing. Just try to get the lead first. Go for it. Like in a final, you have to make your opponent scared. Liverpool was comfortable because they know that Gallagher gonna press. They know that's what Gallagher gonna do. So you're gonna take Gallagher out for me. You're gonna put an Nkunku in there. For me, I would have started even Mudrick, and then I have my Raheem Sterling and whoever on the bench to bring on. To be quite honest, with a Jackson and a Palmer, that's what you got to do. You have to play people that's gonna press Liverpool to keep them back. To be quite honest, they have to change to try to fit your system, and that's what I think Pochettino didn't do today. He go with the same lineup against City because we play so well against City. But City and Liverpool are totally different. City gonna always want to keep control of the ball. So you can have like a Gallagher to unsettle them, to press them. But Liverpool don't play that way. So you don't need a Gallagher right there. That's what I'm saying. Like Gallagher is a player that we need in the team, but you need Gallagher for certain games. You don't need Gallagher for a game like this to start the game because Liverpool not gonna have the ball dominate possession of the ball like City, where you got Gallagher can press them to get them unsettled, to make them make quicker passes so you can pick their pocket. Liverpool is a team that gonna press you high and sometimes give you even the ball to press you so you can be unsettled. So I think he should have went for it. And that's what he didn't do today. He didn't go for it. He should have go for it. That's all I own blame I can blame him. Like be braver. Go for it. Push Liverpool back because when they see a Modric there with the speed and they see a Palmer out there with his creativity and a Christopher Nkunku that can find the space and a Jackson with his running ability, you know, that's similar like a problem. Even a Jackson play good on the left. Put a Jackson, start Jackson out on the left then. Start Modric as a false nine with his speed to press Van Dijk, or to press Liverpool out of defender. I can't even remember his name right now, to be quite honest. But I just think that that's the mistake that we made. We give it away right there. We didn't brave enough. And that's what it come down to. Wasn't brave enough. But overall, I'm not going to bash the team, because they're young players. But let us see what we can do in the FA Cup. Because we need to take care of these and at least reach to the last 8. If we can reach the last 8 and get a good draw, and even say we can go to the semifinal, this will help build the players, to be quite honest. So let us see where we go from here. And hopefully we can progress from this and take this as a learning stage. I hope Pochettino's go back and look at his mistake and learn from it. Because the next time I don't want to see this. Gallagher, when you're going to play against a team that's going to hold and keep possession of the ball, that's when you bring in a Gallagher. We need a Christopher Nkunku against team that's not going to have most possession of the ball. Liverpool don't like the ball. They like to give you the ball to press you out of your clothes. City love the ball. That's two different teams. Arsenal right now is playing both sides of the coin. Arsenal like to press you. And they like to press you high. So you cannot be playing from the back most of the time against Arsenal. Like, you have to figure these little things out. He's getting all that big bucks. Like, these are some little silly things that mistake we're making. You have to try to play behind Arsenal. This Liverpool not going to have position. They're going to press you. They want you to have the ball so they can press you to make the mistake. So we should have been brave today. That's why you need a technical player like Christopher Nkunku who can beat the press. Cole Palmer did everything that he can. I saw some people being blaming Cole Palmer. You can't blame Cole Palmer for nothing. He did what he has to do. He did try. I saw him open up the Liverpool defense line a couple of times. There wasn't just finishing the chances. Yeah, Gallagher is just an easy target for everyone. It's not his fault. He's not the one that started himself. Don't blame Gallagher. Blame Pochettino for this one. He wasn't brave enough. He should have brave enough. He should have been brave enough. He should have. Raheem Sterling didn't turn up today either. Yeah, Raheem Sterling didn't turn up as an experienced player. I expect some little more combination from him. He didn't turn up today. Now to see that Pochettino did say he was playing for penalty. That to show you he wasn't brave enough because he thought they got a chance if we go to penalty. What I was just talking about it before I even hear this press conference. To be quite honest, how you gonna be playing for a penalty in a final? Penalty don't sleep at nobody else. You and penalty is not friend. Penalty is a thing that don't sleep at anyone else. Anything can happen at any time in penalty shootout. Why you want to play for penalty? That to show you what I was saying earlier. He wasn't brave enough. He was not brave enough. Why you try to go for penalty? That the only thing that you're gonna the opponent gonna smell is fear. Once the opponent smell fear and smell blood, they're like a shark. Especially a team against Liverpool, like Liverpool, we have their team together so long. Liverpool team is together so long. Once they smell a little bit of fear or a little bit of regress from you, they're gonna open up the I can. They're gonna fly on you like a bees to honey. They're gonna start to swarm you, and that's what Liverpool did. I didn't even see this press conference until just now. It just popped up. Liverpool smell blood, so they started swerve. There's no way you can go into a final and to say you're going for penalty. You go for a final to win. I guess we throw this one away. Might as well he should have closed his mouth, to be quite honest. He shouldn't even come out and say that. He shouldn't. It better did keep his powder dry, to be quite honest. It better he did come up and said, you know, these young players give their all and we end up lost. Might as well he come out and say it. But for me, that's a sacking offense. That's a sacking offense right there for me. Not saying they must sack him, not saying they must keep him, but for me, that's a sacking offense. Because right there, you show me that you're not a elite manager. Because there's no elite manager that try to play for a penalty. To be quite honest, you're gonna go and play to win the game. Because penalty shootout can go anywhere. When your players can walk up, just like JT in that final against Manchester United, and slip as you're gonna hit it. Anything can happen in a penalty shootout. You cannot depend on a penalty shootout, so you need to go for the win. That's why you start Gallagher. And everybody been blaming Gallagher. Oh, he's not good enough. I said, oh, that's some bull crap. Gallagher is not the problem. Gallagher is not a problem. It could have turned out better for us, to be quite honest, if he start an attacking team. When you play final to win. You go for it. Because there only can be one winner. It's either me or you. It's who won it the most. Right there, you show me that you didn't want it. Man, I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed now. I'm really disappointed now. Like, anything we could have said, we could have done anything, man. We could have done anything. But he wasn't brave enough. Wasn't at all. Wasn't brave enough. I'm very disappointed, man. I'm really disappointed now. What is that? Playing for penalty? Like, how are you gonna play for penalty in a final? Like, really? Really? Oh boy, this even make it worse. I did accept we lost, but I'm not accepting it right now. To to hear my coach is talking about playing for penalty. We could have, honestly, we could have won it. And Kuku don't like to play as a striker. So why we keep on playing him as a striker? That's what I'm saying. Like we need a striker. We need a striker. Like we definitely need a striker. We have to figure something out. Without getting a striker, man, for the early part of this summer, like it doesn't even make sense. Big up Blue Board Analyst, guys. Please go over there and subscribe. Some good content over there. See how much likes we got, guys. Remember, guys, please like the video. But but we got so many chances to kill the game. We just didn't take our chances. Look how many chances we did get. Like we just can't finish. We we just can't put the ball in the back of the net. It's a heartbroken game, guys, today. But even today, though, I saw a lot of players on the bench, some young players. Why we didn't have Washington on the bench? To be honest, why didn't start Mudrick as a false nine with his speed up against Van Dyke to give him a little problem? Jackson on the left. There's so many ways we could have go with this final. We could have unsettled Liverpool. Liverpool already know what we're coming with because we did the same thing against Manchester City. We did the same thing against majority of these big teams. Like sometimes you need to make a little tweak, and that's what I can understand. Like Pochettino, it's time for you to learn. You did the same thing at Tottenham. Now you're doing the same thing here. First season don't have nothing to do with it. It's time for you to learn and see that you need to change something. Something needs to change. You can't play every team the same. Today is just a if and but and maybe game, but it ain't gonna take nothing away from Liverpool, man. I'm trying to see the full press conference, the after game press conference, to see. But people will move on to the next game. The next game is against Leeds United. Like we have to take our frustration out on Leeds United. We have to. We have to. We have to take especially I think it's at home. We have to win that game on Wednesday and build a momentum and start to win some games in the Premier League. We at least in the Premier League, we need to go on a 5 or 6 game undefeated run in the Premier League. We definitely need it. Like we need to build a momentum right now. We have to. We have to start to build a momentum. And the way you bring on Modric, like Modric should have start in the number 9 position. I know he haven't started for a while, but try to do something different. I'm just trying to find solution. Try to do something different to catch Liverpool off guard. You know, but I guess we move, right? I guess we move. Hopefully we can get it right. We need to get it right. That's 6 finals in a row. So something needs to change. We need to get it right. We need to start get it right. Like we have to get it right. We have to get it right, guys. We need Mother Luck to turn on our way now. We need to find a finisher. We definitely need a finisher. Everyone is playing the blame game today. You know, I'm just saying that we wasn't brave enough. That's just my take on it. We didn't brave enough. We did not brave enough today. That's my biggest take on it today. We did not brave it. We wasn't at all brave enough. Yeah, what a game. What a game. Unfortunate we didn't take our chances. 13 likes, guys. Come on, we can at least reach a 20. 13 likes, guys. Guys, hit the like button. We can do better than that. Now we're on our way to 2,000 subscribers. So we at 1,207 right now. So now is the new journey. The new journey is 2,000. Thank each and every one that been subscribing. You guys show me that I'm doing something good. So I really appreciate it. Thanks each and every one that been supporting. But but thank you guys for all the subscribers and all who take the time out to watch. You know, very disappointed day, but we move on. we move on to the next game. The next game is Wednesday. The next game is against Leeds United. There we go. 14 likes now. Thank you. See what I'm saying? We're going. So very disappointed, but guess what? We move, right? We're not gonna say we got bigger fish to fry. We're just gonna have to hope that these young players start to grow. I would love to see the interview probably tomorrow or so, after the final, because hope this build a mentality in this dressing room to know that we almost did it. But for each and every one that really take the time out every day to tune in to the channel, I really appreciate it. Chelsea, Chelsea, we almost did it. A lot of priors. I ain't gonna, I ain't gonna, I ain't gonna. I want to cry, but I ain't gonna cry, man. I just wish these young players could at least get something. That. But let us see where we go from here. Let us see if we can finally cross the line. We need to cross the line. We need it. Blue is the color. Football is the game. We are together. I want to say good try to these young players, man. You guys make me proud today. I am really proud, to be quite honest. In a time that we thought it wasn't gonna be, our day, but no one expect us to beat Liverpool. No rival at all expect us to beat Liverpool overall. And to see we go down to the wire, you know, it's a good look for us. I want to say thank you guys. I'm gonna watch the next Premier League game for each and every one that tuned in today. I really appreciate each and every one. I'm gonna have to go back to the real world right now. I'm gonna have to go and do some daddy duties and all of that. So it was it was nice. It was nice to be here with you guys. I just wish that we could have walked away victorious. Too bad we didn't. But life goes on. Life goes on. I hope better days are ahead. You know, I just hope better days are ahead for us. I just hope one day we can cross the line. Okay, Notorious. Notorious Stash. I know you're probably gonna drink your bottle of champagne. I know you're excited. Congratulations again on your victory. Too bad for me. I fall that short once again. But I'm here almost 1 hour and 7 minutes with you guys. Thank yeah. Let me put your trophy up there. Well, you should have put one because you still have three more to play for. So hopefully you can nip it from City this time around, and don't let City walk away with it. I have to fall in. I'm rooting for you guys. For the rest of the season against City. So you beat me at the final. So it's time for me to support you. I did my part the other day when I take care of Man City. So I hope when it come on to the next part, I hope you can take care of Man City when you play them on the 10th, because you have to take care of them now. You can't beat me in the final and then slide away. Like, you have to take care of business now. I leave that in your hand. So I leave to you now to take care of City. Yep, I know you got this. So you got City and Arsenal to take care of. So I hope you just take care of them. Yeah. But it's a well fought win for you guys, man. It was a very stressful game. Very, very stressful. But what can I say? I guess the best team won. Because on paper, Liverpool is better than Chelsea. Thank you guys for watching. Each and every one. I really appreciate it. I'm just glad that you guys take the time out, to participate in the comment section and to tune in. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. I'm gonna watch the next game and probably do a video tomorrow. My reaction after my nerves calm down a little bit. Thank you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or morning. Peace.